Happy October, everyone. This is Heather Cannon, Uniting Distance Stars, co-founder and executive director, talking to you from Minnesota, USA today. It is October 1st, and we were close to 90 degrees today. We were supposed to have our Twin Cities Marathon, which normally happens every year during this time, but they canceled it because of the heat. My dad used to run this. He ran 4 of them back in the 90s. So this is kind of sentimental to me. So it was quite a surprise. So I did a little research and found out it was canceled in 2020 due to the pandemic, but that one doesn't count because everything was canceled. But the last time they canceled it was 1897 because it was in the 80s that day. So it's been a long stretch since it was canceled. So this month's update, boy, we got a lot to cover, but we're gonna not take too much of your time, but I just wanna make sure you're fully aware what you have helped us do here in the last month and where we're going into the coming months. So let's share my screen and let's get started. All right, so first thing that's up is, as always, whoops. I want to wish all our October born a happy birthday. This is a great month to be born. I think it's one of the most populated months to be born because especially in the winter areas, there's a lot more conceiving going on in the January, February months, which usually ends up in October. So it's a very popular birthday month. So we hope you have a wonderful birthday. If you're interested in celebrating your birthday with us, you can always do a Facebook birthday fundraiser. We've had 4 of them this year. Kelvin and Tashie were in April, Adam was in July, and Asneth did hers in September. So we want to thank everybody who has done a birthday fundraiser, and actually my birthday's in October, so I will be doing my own Facebook fundraiser. I haven't figured out what I want to be the target, but that'll be coming soon. So again, it's easy to do. Just select Uniting Distance Stars. You can do a birthday fundraiser for a particular course. We're looking for some more advancement in our tailoring course. We're looking to buy an electric stove for our catering course. We're looking to buy a printer for our computer course. So those are some ideas if you want to have a fundraiser for a specific cause. So those are something you can think about. But in the meantime, just enjoy your day. Also, before I continue, I want to remind everybody, subscribe to our YouTube channel. The more we grow this, the more perks they give us as we get more subscribers. We drop at least 1 video a month. This video, obviously, on the first of the month, but sometimes we drop other videos from what's going on in Liberia to other things that we're putting together. So, and this past month, we've had a few, so we hope you will check it out. Next up, we want to talk about our 10th anniversary. This just happened last Saturday on the 23rd. And so what we want to cover here is a big thank you to everybody, first of all. So far, we know we've raised about $6,200, but we still have some items we need to return. So our expenses will probably go down. We're factoring it based on what we know was our expenses, but not everything was used. So we're just waiting for that. So we feel like we're going to be over $6,300. We had 3 of our donors do employee matches. So out of that money, 1,250 came from the employee matches. So we're always grateful when people match and double impact their donation. We had donations, we had raffle tickets, silent auctions, and ticket sales. So we're very grateful for that. We had about 30 people there. So first up, we want to thank our sponsors, AFRI LLC, which is Tashie George's company. She was our event partner. She was instrumental in finding the space for us, finding our vendors for food, and she helped with a lot of the planning. We also want to thank our gold sponsor, Tamba Foundation, founded by Bronco Tamba. He's been with us for a while. We are one of the organizations his foundation is supporting, so we're really excited about that. He's just been a tremendous support of ours since 2014. Pivot Hire, it was another vendor, silver vendor, she's a board member. Her name is Jessie Lynn. She just started with us this year. This organization is her coaching business, and she really wants to see more women get into fields that normally they would be overlooked. And of course, we had our anonymous silver sponsor, and that was their choice. So we also want to thank them. These were all our donors. Again, everybody was either at the event or donated before the event. So this is going to be out on the blog post, and I will have that added to this channel once I get that done. And then we had our event team. Some of them are board members and past board members. And then we had people the day of that really helped volunteer. Adam Pedersen, who's our board chair, his parents were very helpful during the event. Rich Berkeley's friend Trey was there to help, and there was probably others that I missed, but that just kind of gives you a recap. This video is posted out on YouTube and on our website. Kelvin Fumba did a short video thanking everybody, but also letting them know what their impact was. So that is equally important. So that's already out there. And then we put together a video, photo compilation, I can't even say the word, a photo slideshow, that's the word, from 2013 on. It was there to show what we've been doing, what you've been doing to make this all possible. So we're pretty excited about that. And then Adam took this picture. We had a very rainy night. We couldn't use the deck, but this was a picture from the deck. It shows you downtown Minneapolis behind it. If it was not a rainy night, we would have been out there as well. So that was a bummer, but that's what happens. This is me during my talk. Basically letting everybody know who we are, what we've done, little background about me, because I had lived in Liberia for a couple of years. I really wanted to welcome everybody and just, explain, how did we get to 10 years, And then this is Tashie George. Again, she was our event partner. She was sharing her experiences visiting our center in Liberia. And also, she did the fundraising. So she was the one that got more people to donate. So we're very grateful for her effort. This gentleman right here is James Ledman Jr. He's with Giving Hands Foundation. He's actually based out west. He was in town. Tashie invited him to drop by. He and I have been on LinkedIn together since 2018. This is the first time we actually met in person. He's been, checking us out, and he just came and said, hey, I want to be a partner with you. He's very interested in STEM. We had a meeting with him today. Kelvin joined, so we had Pacific time, Central time, and GMT all in the same call today. We're looking at next steps: women in STEM, women in leadership. The STEM program would cover both the academic and the trade school, because we want to make sure that everybody, is involved. We want to promote more people getting involved and understanding technical side, the math side, the science side. That's all important. And the youth that we're working with in the academic school, we want that opportunity. So next to James is Paul Ostro, our board member. Here's Tashie, Bronco Tamba, who again is the gold sponsor of Tamba Foundation, and of course myself. And then the next picture is myself with Bronco and Paul, our board member, who's our treasurer as well. The other thing, I checked our mail yesterday and we got this $1,000 grant from the Sundance Family Foundation. So this is a little bit nostalgic to us because Sundance Family Foundation gave us our first grant, $3,000 back in 2015 when we did our Backpacks for Peace program. This was huge to just get this surprise. And the person who recommended it was Rob Scarlett. We've known him for a while. He and I met through another organization years ago, but he's been also a board member of this organization. The sad part of this was it came with a letter saying that they are dissolving their organization at the end of this year. This was a youth-focused foundation, and they were doing a lot here in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. So it's going to be kind of sad for a lot of organizations to lose that grant maker to help support their organizations. And so we're grateful that we were one of the many organizations that they supported and were able to get what was left of their money. So we just want to say thank you to that. We do our star reflections. I'm going to bypass that. This is our newsletter. The other thing I want to cover again is we have our, if you use PayPal as your wallet, in the checkout, there's an opportunity to support charities. So please consider adding United Distance Stars. Every time you check out, we get $1. Every dollar matters in our organization. Every dollar is spent wisely in our organization. So take advantage of that again. Also, I want to remind you again, the second time, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This way you get notifications of all upcoming videos that we have going on. And another thing we want to talk about is our Star Champion program. This is our monthly donor program. This is an opportunity to, do $10 a month, $15 a month, $20 and $25 a month will support a student. Some of our courses are a little bit lower tuition than the other ones. The higher courses are $25, like electrician, auto mechanics, plumbing, our solar and satellite TV installation, computers, catering, cosmetology, even more of your $20 courses. So there's just different ways that you can support, but you get a quarterly personalized update. You're part of the newsletter. We give annual giving statements that shows how much you donated. It has our employer identification number. So when you file your taxes, you have that information. You get early invites to special events like our virtual tea time that we have every quarter. And also, if we continue to do these annual events or anything else, you'll be aware of it. For the tea times, which are a $10 ticket, you'll get one free ticket for every $40 donated. So if you donate $15 a month, that will get you $45 in a quarter. That'll get you a free ticket. Also, during this event, I need to update this. We did buy one, get one for our 10th anniversary. So there's always going to be relooking at the benefits. We'll keep updating them as things change, but we want to add more perks than take away and all that good stuff. And the virtual tea time, which I'm going to be talking about here in a moment, is you get to ask the first question. So we kind of do a round table. So you'll always be the first one to ask in that round table. So consider that. Again, all the links will be in the YouTube channel description. So upcoming reminders. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Right now I'm doing the update. We have a UDS Youth Entrepreneurship Workshop. It'll be a virtual event with WeSparkle. WeSparkle is a tool that we've been using. It does bookings with events. It allows you for several links for like donations, newsletters, whatever. It's also got AI tools. So they give you a number for texting. So if you want to do your own FAQs, people can ask questions. And if it's part of your FAQs already set, it will answer that. Otherwise, it will send it to an email. Also, we'll do it for your messenger, and that's something I'm going to be doing next with WeSparkle. So this will be with two people. That one will be the founder of WeSparkle, another one will be a Liberian woman. So they're going to be doing a talk about entrepreneurship, but also show them how to use WeSparkle. You know, most young people in Liberia would not be able to afford to get a domain to do a website. This is a mobile app. It would be easy to use. And it's something I think they'll get some benefit out of it. If you're following us on social media, we're going to start in October on Thursdays, do our star reflections. We'll be focusing on 2022. I was just pulling up the stuff yesterday, and it's amazing how much has changed in a year again, you know, what we were doing last year to this year. So it's pretty exciting. And then when we move into November and December, we're just going to do some highlights, which might even feature stuff that happened earlier this year, to end out the year for the star reflections. We still haven't determined when the vocational training class will graduate. This is our 6th cohort. We were hoping to graduate them last month, but there is an election in Liberia, which is October 10th, and that's really kind of making things a little crazy right now. So we're being very careful with when we hold that. So we're hoping sometime in October. We started recruiting for the 7th cohort. We're not sure when we'll start the next term either. Again, everything's pending on the elections, but we'll have more firm dates. And our national or Minnesota National Giving Days are coming up. Right now I have Give to the Max Day on here. Soon we will have the Giving Tuesday, which is also in November. So more will come with that. Well, let's go to our virtual tea time next. So our next virtual tea time is October 28th, 1 hour from 11 to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. This will be the 5th one. No, the 6th one. No, the 5th one. We started them a year ago, July, but I know the October one, I was in Liberia. So Kelvin and I, it was just more us, he and I talking. So I think this is the 5th one that will be with actual students and instructors besides ourselves. I cannot stress how much fun these are. From the last one we did in August, the young people are amazing. They're interested in meeting you. You get to ask them questions. We make time for them to ask you questions. From the last one, they wanted to know, you know, what were some of the careers that the people were on this side, why they support us. So I think it's just, you know, a great opportunity to connect with young people, especially if you never think you're going to get to Liberia. So we will be getting this information out soon. I don't have all the links ready to register. It's a $10 ticket. If you're not able to attend, you get a free replay, but I recommend you attending because that's where you get to ask the questions and get to meet these amazing young people. It's just a really good time. So we hope you check it out. As we shared last month, we opened up our academic school, and we opened it up on September 11th. And one of the things I want to highlight, let me first go here. So one of the things that needed to be done, there's always needs for renovation. You know, rainy season comes and we get poured on, and eventually that causes trouble with the roof. We had some leaky roofs. So we had the roof renovated. And then we kind of had these regular benches for the kids, and they were destroying them. So what they did is they built a desk. So here's the bench, and then here's the desk. These are much sturdier. Again, the kids have something to write on. So these are some of the things that they've been working on during, you know, leading up to September 11th. I do want to highlight here, and I'll put this link of this article in the YouTube channel, is that, again, this school was a partnership with the community. So we have people in the community who will donate cash, materials, and labor to help us do these renovations. And it's just always been a blessing when we need to do things or rethink things. Like I said, these benches didn't work. They figured out we're going to build a better bench, better desk. So it's got the chair. And you'll see Kelvin sitting in one, and during his video for the 10th anniversary, they're sturdy and they're appropriate for the students. This display case was built by our 10th grade student, God Gift Barlone. He designed it and he built it. He put a lock on it. So it really allows us to display. So he put the photos of their gala parade. We had our 10th anniversary gala parade in Liberia back in June. So he did all that. The other thing we've done is we've now added a senior high. This year we added the 10th and the 11th grade. We haven't added the 12th grade yet because we really want that to be for UDS students. So for the last 2 years, when we ended our ninth grade graduates, we weren't sure if we were going to have a high school, but they kept like, we don't want to go anywhere else. We might not complete school. And so that's why the 10th and 11th grade were added for the last 2 years, because some of them did go to 10th grade, but they wanted to come back to us. And so when we head into next year, the 11th graders that came this year will be our first 12th graders. And the reason why we do that is that we really made sure that our students get quality education. We don't want people coming from other schools that are not going to be comfortable with our system. And you're going, what's comfortable about it? Well, we make sure there's no cheating. We make sure teachers are not taking bribes for grades. This is kind of rampant in some of the schools out there. And to reacclimate someone at the 12th grade will be a little bit harder than a younger child. So this is why they just said, no, let's just make sure these are UDS kids that, continue to grow with us, because they know the system. They know that we value them. We listen to them. We want them to succeed. They're not a number. Some schools, it's like, okay, they paid their tuition, which is often expensive, but we really don't care how it turns out. We just made our money. And that's not the route we wanted to take. We want these young kids to be successful. So that is important to us. And that is why we want to make sure that we're very careful in who we introduce to our system, especially at a 12th grade level. Again, I just want to take time to say thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for making 2023 our 10-year anniversary. Just a wonderful year. We hope that you will, read up on some of the stuff, watch the videos that I will be posting here in this YouTube description. Again, subscribe. We want you to know when we're adding new videos. We're going to be adding more stuff about what the students are doing and what they're accomplishing. Again, if you go to the blog, there will be more blog posts coming. There's other information I want to share. We're all volunteer. I do the best to keep up with all this. I'm slowly adding new volunteers. I just added a bookkeeping volunteer from California. As you can see, I'm in Minnesota. Wherever, if you're interested in helping, we can do things virtually. Not everything has to be physically in the same building. So we just hope, if you have ideas or you want to volunteer, make that a possibility too. I'll put the email in there. So I'm going to bid you adieu and just say thank you. And I wish you a wonderful October, and we will be back November 1st. Have a great, great month.